What is up, Raider Nation? Welcome back to the LV Raider 10 YouTube channel. Week number 4 left a lot of bad taste in a lot of Raider fans' mouths, including mine. That is just a terrible way to lose a game, especially in the last seconds when we were right there primed to win the game on a last-minute field goal. Just did not happen. But let's go ahead and let's see what exactly happened in the Bears versus Raiders game. Let's go.
Ben Johnson puts DJ Moore in the offensive backfield here. And that's where Williams goes. Moore just trying to get DJ Moore with the football arch in some space. Devin White, who's been tremendous for this Raiders defense to start, with the tackle after a pickup of 5. Lone setback is Swift on 3rd and 3. Play action. Williams steps up, feels the pocket, goes to the check, and it's incomplete. Boy, put it on the hands of Swift.
What I really liked to see was our Raiders front got into Caleb Williams' face multiple times. He made him leave the pocket multiple times, try to extend the play. And for a Bears team that the week prior didn't even give up a sack at all to the Dallas Cowboys, that was a lot of good things to see at the defensive front for the Raiders. Especially, man, Maxx Crosby had an absolute day. I'm sure we're definitely going to see some plays from Maxx Crosby here. But that's exactly what I said in my preview leading up to this game, was that the Raiders needed to get into Caleb Williams' face, get him off platform, let him try to be Superman. And we did that, and our defense capitalized on a bunch of them, and then we turned the ball over, and a lot of stuff just happens. But let's go ahead and let's see what's going on.
Pressure that time was coming from Thomas Booker. So Geno and the Raiders begin at their 25. Fake handoff, and he fires and completes. Good looking drive starter as he locates Jakobi Meyers, tackled by Kevin Byard.
Season against the Dallas Cowboys.
Ashton Jeanty breaking free. First down run. Boy, that's got to feel good for the young rookie running back.
That's exactly what happened all day against the Bears. Ashton Jeanty looked great. He had an absolute day. 3 total touchdowns, 2 through the air, 1 through the ground. We love to see it. This is exactly what we've been waiting to see from Ashton Jeanty. And it seemed like the piece of the puzzle that was missing for the past few weeks was Jackson Powers-Johnson. I've seen a lot of people point out the play of Jackson Powers-Johnson and how it really opened up the running lanes for Ashton Jeanty. Let's continue to play Jackson Powers-Johnson. At this point, we just need him out there on the offensive line. I think the fact that he's competing for his job still with Alex Kappa, who is not good at all every time that he's touched the field, is insane. So as long as Jackson Powers-Johnson is out there on the field, I think this team, this offensive line who's been horrendous, is that much better.
Boy, Geno has to feel that high snap on 3rd and 10. Throws a dart, and he's picked. Center of the field, it's Byard. And Byard has some running room. Gets down nearly to the 20, 35 on the return.
Ball hawking safeties.
So when Kevin Byard is watching him this whole time, he's just watching Geno's eyes. The man that goes over the top, I'm not sure exactly who it is, but whoever goes over the top on the crossing route, they're wide open. Not wide open, but Geno Smith should probably throw that ball. Watch this. Kevin Byard is just going to completely just out-veteran Geno Smith here, really.
That we've seen 28 now, 29 career interceptions. He's just reading Geno Smith. The Bears show pressure, dropping everybody out in zone, and just look at Byard's eyes. He is all over Jakobi Meyers. He sees the route develop. He jumps it. Well, that's how you start on defense. A secondary, Spiro, that it really...
And all kudos goes to Kevin Byard. He's been in this league for a really long time. He's a very good safety. A very good safety in this league for a while. That's going to happen. Obviously, it's unfortunate that Geno Smith threw the interception. If you continue to throw it to the same guy, he threw it to Kevin Byard, I think, twice in this game. And I think he probably could have had another one, too. You got to switch something up. You can't just stare down your receiver, because that's all Kevin Byard was looking at, was Geno Smith's eyes. He read it perfectly, got the pick twice. This is his first one. He got it twice.
Struggled a couple weeks ago against the Detroit Lions. Played a great game last week.
And what a start for this Bears defense. Little read option, handoff, but that Raiders front was not fooled. Maxx Crosby making first contact.
There he goes.
Try to force it into that zone coverage.
Well within field goal range here as Crosby bats it up high at the line of scrimmage. So 2 balls batted on back-to-back plays. So Cairo Santos, 11-year vet, is right down the middle.
The fact that the interception happened and then our defense came out, more specifically, Max really came out and shut down their offense in an opportunistic spot where they should have probably scored more points than 3. That was a great telling from our defense. That was a great stand by our defense and Max Crosby. We have to take advantage of only allowing 3 points on that board off of a terrible interception. And let's go out there and let's establish ourselves. Let's go get points on the board. Let's get a good drive. But that's something that this Raiders offense has yet to do, is take full control of the momentum in a game. And we're still looking for it.
Before this drive even begins for the Raiders, 1st and 10 from their own 26. Gino pulls it back, fake handoff, gets it out to Tucker, open space. And Tucker pays the price at the end of that play. Byard among the tacklers. Boy, they roll the dice, and they don't get it. Football then comes out. So that'll give the Bears even better field position down close to the 20.
But watch Jordan Meredith, the center.
This is exactly why most Raider fans think that Jackson Powers-Johnson should be playing center. I think Jackson Powers-Johnson should be playing center. Meredith just completely misses him. I don't know where he's going. He's lined up right in front of him. We only need 1 yard on 4th down. Let Ashton Jeanty, get that tough 1 yard. Everyone just man up. I don't know where Meredith goes here, but it's terrible.
He has Billings lined up right on top of him, and for some reason, he just goes the other way in a short yardage situation. And, I don't care if you're Ashton Jeanty or Earl Campbell or Christian Okoye, you're going nowhere. It's been a sloppy operation here. And that's why you've seen Caleb Williams in 3rd down. He's been under heavy pressure already in this game.
Bears top 4 in the league in 3rd down conversion so far as Williams delivers a strike. Olamide Zaccheaus makes the reception inside the 10. DeAndre Swift lines up bottom of your picture on 3rd and goal. Play clock down to 1. Williams batted up in the air, and it is picked. Crosby. He has been a beast at the start. Finally gets his...
Exactly what I'm talking about. We have to capitalize on the momentum shift of the game when our defense gives it to us, because this is exactly the kind of things that wins and loses game. Winning the turnover battle and taking care of the ball, that's what wins games, and the Raiders have not been doing that at all. Geno Smith leads the league in interceptions through week 4. That's not good, especially by a veteran quarterback who should be smarter than what he's performing right now. It's just a bad look overall offensively for the Raiders. Geno Smith had a bad day, and even despite that, Jeanty had a good day, and the offense had a good day as a total. The Raiders had a good day as a total, and we still cannot come out with the win. Something needs to happen. We need to put it all together, because if we continue to drop games, it's not going to be good for the rest of the season.
First career pick. What an answer for the Raiders defense. Geno Smith, boy, magic trick to keep that play alive. He fades the sack, and he may have a 1st down run. Let's see where the officials marked the football. It was Noah Sewell.
Look at JPJ again, too.
Final 3 and change of the quarter. This is Jeanty. And right there, you see the powerful, physical downhill style as he runs right into the check. So the Raiders get the penalty, then a 7-yard run. They go back to the rookie, Jeanty, 1st down. Had that just historic collegiate career at obviously no Jalen Johnson, IR. Hoping to get him back at some point, second part of the season at Pro Bowl in the secondary. Everyone covered. Geno's going to run for it. He's got a 1st down. Geno's got real estate inside the 10.
And Sewell is really taking advantage of this opportunity.
Now Dennis Allen likes Edmonds in that spot. This is Jeanty out of the backfield. Jeanty sprung free for the Vegas touchdown.
Yes, Sewell is responsible for Jeanty in man-to-man coverage, and he just loses leverage, and it only takes a step. Jeanty, we know what kind of speed he has. Sewell can't get there, Helmet goes behind.
That is exactly what Raider Nation has been waiting for. I know I've been asking for it. I know all the guys that I do the Wednesday show has been asking for it. Let's get Genty out in the pass game. Let's get Genty out in open space with pitch calls, with I don't know, some kind of different formations just to give Genty a chance instead of running inside zone or just a power right up the middle. Let's give Genty a chance to make people miss. For the first time, it actually happened, and Genty has an absolute great day. Hopefully, the Raiders coaching staff, Chip Kelly more in particular, learns from this, and he continued to call plays to get Genty out in space, where he makes the first guy miss, it seems like 90% of the time. That's what Raider Nation has been asking for. That's what I've been asking for. And the proof is in the pudding. Genty had 2 total touchdowns through the air. And I want to continue to see Ashton Genty be put to use in the pass game.
Yeah, D.D. Caleb told us I grew up on tough coaching, and so that honesty, really the basis of that relationship and the trust that is developing between those two is key as makes the catch. Boy, Williams, the stumble, here they come. They spring him free. Williams a shot, but it's incomplete. Looking for Odunze, but the timing of that play thrown off.
Do it. I don't love it from the Bears.
Boy, they're going to go for it. Fourth, just under a yard, and they pick it up. What a decision by Ben Johnson. They roll the dice. Swift in the open flat. Knocked out of bounds by Chin. A pickup of 7.
They have a chance to try to extend this drive.
Play action, fake handoff to Swift. Williams completes. That's the tight end commit. All the way down to the 23-yard line. 2nd and 10. Williams, football's loose.
Oh, Max was so close to having a forced fumble. Well, he forced a fumble, but having a fumble recovery too. Man, Max was having an absolute day.
And Chicago averts disaster. Max Crosby again right in the thick of the party for the Raiders.
Williams made the wrong decision. He should have handed that ball off.
3rd and 16. Raiders coming heavy. Williams buried. Tyree Wilson.
But they have a lot of different variations when they give an offense this look.
Raiders 0-2 on 3rd down so far. Geno protected this time. Geno over the middle. And that's picked.
Who is it? Let me know down in the comments. Who do you guys think intercepted that ball? Kevin Byard, again, staring down Jakobi Meyers, and he makes an absolute great play on the ball. I'll give him that. Insane diving play. What a great catch, honestly, but you can't stare down receivers. Geno Smith is better than this. He's playing terribly right now. I have no idea what it is maybe it's a confidence issue, especially because the Raiders haven't been playing well, and he has the most interceptions, but I'm not sure what needs to happen. Staring down the receivers is not what is going to help, though.
It's Byard, his 2nd INT of the half.
This looks like the interception from the 1st quarter. Same look, Byard in the middle. He's going to look at Myers coming inside, and he's going to jump it.
This was the play. Trey Tucker, it was damn near wide open. Up the seam, up the middle of the field. I think he probably could have hit a Trey Tucker for a touchdown right here. And this is kind of where you can see where football is a compound sport, where everything you do compounds within each other. The defense just got a huge sack on 3rd down, so we got the ball back. And then immediately, the 2 plays prior to this got basically no gain. And then immediately right after, interception again to Kevin Byard. And the turnover battle is even again. That's just terrible. So then again, our defense has to go back out in a compromising position because the ball's already on our side of the field and try and stop the Bears offense. And you can't just continue to give other teams more possessions than what they should have. We got to take care of the ball. Preaching the same thing, but got to take care of the ball. Ball security is one of the biggest things and the biggest issues right now for this Raiders team. As long as those are kind of limited in the future from here on out, I think that this team has a good possibility to win a lot more games than we anticipate from a team that has been having the past couple performances they've been having.
It's the exact same play. Unbelievable. Just job well done, but that is the exact same play. But their running backs, both Swift and Monangai, only averaging about 3.4 yards per carry.
Luther Burden, Max Crosby putting him to sleep.
Snap in and snap out.
Big third down, 3rd and 7. Williams evading the rush. Williams gets it to Zaccheaus. And it's going to come down to the spot. Williams. And that play is blown up. Malcolm Kuntz. No one was fooled up front for the Raiders.
That have not played their best football on the road, and it's looking a bit like the same here.
Santos hit from 46, and this one is good from 43. Genty springs free. Turns on the Jets, one guy to beat. Bayard can't bring him down, and the rookie on a dead sprint.
Exactly what we've been waiting for. We have seen the flashes and the potential of Ashton Jeanty, waiting for the big run that we've been anticipating. And here it is. Man, it was so validating. It was insane at where I was watching it with a bunch of different Raider fans. Everyone was excited, jumping around. This feels like the beginning of the Jeanty that we picked. This feels like the beginning of something that could be special as long as we continue to play and block the way that we blocked in this game for Ashton Jeanty. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. No, by no means was it perfect. But just finding the holes, creating them for Ashton Jeanty, and that's what we need to continue to do.
64 yards. Touchdown.
Sparrow, look at the effort by Parham, the left guard, and how he's able to get position on Edmonds. Edmonds cannot go under this block. He's got to stay outside. Excellent blocking by the wide receivers, and everybody's been waiting for this. Ashton Jeanty, not a very good plan to leave him unblocked, but makes another play in the backfield unstoppable.
Williams again threads the needle. This will be a first down, much needed first down connection. And some of the attractions to check out here in Vegas is Caleb Williams back to the air. This will be a first down on a 3rd and 2. Now Chicago desperately trying to get the football down the field. Odunze, the Las Vegas kid, coming back home.
Front 4, front 5, front 6 of the Raiders.
Here they come again. Williams protected. Williams a little bit high for Odunze, and it's incomplete. And Arch, this is a tough kick. This is a 52-yard attempt for Santos. Operation is sound, and Santos able to salvage 3 points for the Bears.
I wouldn't say that I was hard on him. There were some missed opportunities. I mean,
this is Mostert, little bit of a bobble, gets his first touch. Aditi asking those.
That's what I also liked to see was Mostert was involved in the game. I believe this was his first game back that he was actually active, and man, is he a breath of fresh air compared to what Zamir White has done. He looks good out of the backfield. He looks good running the ball. I'm so glad that Raheem Mostert is in the backfield instead of Zamir White. Jeanty and Mostert just complement each other, I think, extremely well. And I'm excited to see a lot more of Mostert as the season continues.
Hard questions. Geno Smith going to run for it, and he is picked again. Tyreek Stevenson.
Jacoby hasn't beat here. This is where we come out of the halftime. We get the ball. We have to go down. Let's get some points, or at least let's establish a drive. Terrible throw by Geno Smith here. It was completely behind Jacoby Myers, right into the hands of the defender there. If this is out in front to Jacoby Myers, there's green grass. We continue to get a first down, march down the field, possibly get some points here. Then, we feel good with a little more established lead. Instead, again, another turnover, and it puts our defense into a compromising position where they have to defend on our side of the field once again.
With a mesmerizing play.
What a word. Number 29 in the slot on a crossing route. And they've had some trouble on these crossing routes, but brilliantly played. And another Chicago Bear takeaway. Question is, can they capitalize on it?
So all kinds of movement now with this offensive line for Chicago. How do they navigate on 3rd and 5? Caleb Williams connects. 125 yards and the 1 pick. Williams slings it over the middle. Caught Odunze for the Chicago touchdown.
And this is exactly what happens when you keep teams in the game. We are single-handedly keeping the Bears in this game. I said before, I think the Raiders should have won this game. Leading into this game, I felt like we had a better team and we had better coaching. And although the Bears were coming off a win, I felt like this was a turnaround game for us, that we could have, this could have been a reset game. Let's get back in the win column. 2-2 is not that bad. But instead, we continued to let the Bears get back into this game, and they took advantage of their opportunities, and the Raiders just could not.
Well, it looks to me like we have confusion. Both of these safeties, watch the communication pre-snap, and they both come down, and there's no safety in the middle of the field. Both corners are playing outside leverage.
And what has been one of the worst statistical games of his career. 3 interceptions. They give it to Jeanty.
Chicago has to do everything they can to find a way to knock out the run and make them one-dimensional.
Underneath, this is Bowers. Bowers has a couple of lead blockers. He's got a convoy. And Bowers gets on the plus side of the field. Got to get those wheels right if you're a running back at this level. On 3rd and 3, Geno delivers. Myers, first down, Vegas. 2nd and goal. Geno underneath, over the middle, Jeanty. He's got his 2nd touchdown catch.
Just a slippery little move here, and he's got one man to beat. Tremaine Edmonds coming off a monster 15 tackle, 2 interception game last week, puts it on him, slick little move, and he's able to get his 2nd. And
Again, like we said, Jeanty in the passing game, want to continue to see it. I continue to say, I hope they can learn from this and multiple other videos and multiple other podcasts that I've done. I hope that they can learn from it, and so far they have not. I hope this is different. They learned from getting Jeanty the best possible positions to make a man miss, to give him just opportunities to touch the ball in general. Again, please learn from this. This is what happens when you give Ashton Jeanty chances with the football in his hands.
missed an opportunity downfield to make a big play.
For a big 3rd down right here. 3rd and 3. Williams steps up, pocket muddies, and he's going to be short. About a half yard of that line to gain. Let's see what Ben Johnson elects to do here.
I think the right decision is to punt, but call me old-fashioned.
Penalty numbers starting to pile up now for the Bears. As Tory Taylor with some good leg on it. Does this take a Chicago bounce?
Punt.
And it will. Masterfully done by Taylor. And Geno Smith and company going to be pinned back deep.
He's in the field, middle of the field, lurking, reading his eyes, just like he's done the entire game on 3rd and long.
Byard 2 picks if you've just hopped on with us. Geno fires just inside the numbers, and Myers going to be well short of that 1st down.
For the Raiders to slow down.
Final 30 seconds of the quarter. This is Manungai, breaks the initial tackle. 3rd and 1 for Caleb Williams and the Bears as they play outside the 40 of the Raiders. Swift finds the edge. 1st down Chicago as he's able to turn the corner. DJ Moore lines up in the offensive backfield alongside Williams on 2nd and 5. Williams passed, batted down at the line of scrimmage, and it's guess who? Crosby. 3rd batted pass in the game for Max Crosby.
You've got to make this throw. He loves,
Oh, football is loose. And Chicago again with a disastrous sequence. Deep on the plus side of the field, penalties and miscues, making these field goal attempts even more difficult. But boy, they have been.
It's frustrating to watch this back because you can see the Bears are giving us chances. They were driving down the field. They had good field position, ready to score, and they only got 3. We have to take advantage of that. Obviously, the possession prior to this, the Raiders were at the 2-yard line. It was pretty hard to do. We couldn't get a first down, and we had to punt it, and the Bears just gave us an absolute gift by a missed snap, only scoring 3 points. That's a gift. When people give you opportunities like that, you have to take it. You have to take it.
Really relying on Cairo Santos, who's been sensational. Genty getting a breather here. Mostert giving him a blow, and Mostert's got a first down, running more. Into the second level, finally tackled on the play. A pickup of 38.
I mean, Parham really has led the way on a lot of key runs. You got a 2 tight end set to the left side. Number 66, he's able to lead the way, get that key block. Little misdirection camera action, but Mostert, he sees the hole. And
you got Jordan Meredith, the guy playing center. Was not projected to be their starting center when camp began, so they're trying to put all those pieces together. Brock Bowers makes the catch.
And Dylan Parham really leading the way to get those big plays.
Pitch play to Genty, making a miss. Genty weaves his way downhill, down to the 7.
There's another pitch play.
As we cross the 7-minute mark, 3rd and goal. Smith, near side, a bit low for Dante Thornton. The rookie could not squeeze it.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. We are in prime position to score 7 points, really get ahead of the Bears on this. We have to score 7 here. That's taking advantage. That's taking the momentum of the game and completely just putting it on your sideline. You have to take advantage of that. After the Bears just fumbled the snap and they only got 3 points, we got to go down. Although we did score, 7 would have been the difference maker in this game. And it all came down to a bad pass by Geno Smith, which seemed to be happening quite a bit in this game.
To try to extend this to a 4-point lead. A.J. Cole is the holder, and Carlson's kick inside that right upright. Meantime, that clock running, all 3 timeouts left for the Bears. As we are now 5 and change, Williams steps up in the pocket, gonna rip it and completes. DJ Moore as he works in front of that Chicago sidelines, and a second committed by Kmet. Marks him back at the 41-yard line. Williams steps up. Williams, first down and more. Making it happen with his wheels inside the 30. A run of 13 to get Chicago a first down. 2nd and 11. As we are inside of 3 minutes left. Crosby coming around the edge. They protect Williams, and he completes. First down, Bears. Odunze
scrambling and picking up that yardage.
Remember, you don't need a touchdown here. You need 3 yards for the first down. It is Swift. Appears as though he's got it. We'll see where the officials mark the football. Waiting for the signal from Adrian Hill. 1st and goal, Bears. $1:39 left in regulation. Swift to the outside, in for the Chicago touchdown.
This is where I said, you know what? That's fine. They scored a touchdown early. 1:39. The Raiders still have 2 timeouts. We have a veteran quarterback, a veteran head coach. We've been dominating in the run game. We have enough time. I felt good in this position to give our offense back the ball to be able to provide at least a field goal, which would have been needed for a win in this game. We go out and we start driving, and then of course we sputter. But at this point in the game, I vividly remember, I feel good. That's fine. 1:39. That's plenty of time for us to go down the field with 2 timeouts. That's an eternity in football time, basically. But instead, couldn't get it going.
It's just a foot race. Blue Kelly has contained Swift. Right around the edge, turns on the jets. Alert some sort of zone read to Caleb Williams' left side.
Williams steps up. Williams looking, end zone. And it is going to be batted down. Pratt had it, threw it down to the turf.
And again, our defense gives us the opportunity to go out there and step up offensively. And it's been the story of this early season so far. Our defense kind of steps up except for really the Washington game. Our defense really steps up, gives our offense an opportunity to go out there and capitalize, and it just doesn't happen.
As Chicago comes up empty, down a point.
Well, Crosby coming off the edge forces the issue, and really nobody open right there for Williams. Just tries to make it happen.
Buck 27 after a 39-yard return from Laube. Here they come. Geno, free rusher, and somehow is able to get it out cleanly to Bowers.
To continue to be aggressive. That last play was an all-out blitz.
Geno Smith again, right back to Bowers. First down and more. Have to start to think about these timeouts here now if you're Ben Johnson. It would be about a 53-yard field goal from here. Smith the handoff to Jeanty, and he is stood up.
I'm not sure exactly what happened. Let's go back and watch.
If you're Ben Johnson, it would be.
I'm not sure who misses their block here or what's going on with this play call. If it's a blitz that's happening.
About a 53-yard field goal from here. Smith the handoff to Jeanty, and he is stood up.
They had numbers in the box, and that's exactly what happened. This is where I want Chip Kelly to be more creative. Chip Kelly is a really good offensive play caller. This is exactly what we need. Third down, bring out the absolute first down, 5-yard getter. Chip Kelly for sure has a couple of those in his repertoire. Like, he definitely has them. What is an inside zone where DJ Glaze is the pulling guard or the pulling tackle? He plays tackle, so he's a pulling tackle. Let's get out in front of JPJ. Like, he's been one of our best blockers this game. Or Dylan Parham, too. Dylan Parham was one of our best blockers this game. Although we did go to that side, he had the down block, and Glaze was supposed to go over. The play call just doesn't make sense to me. So now we're taking less percentage field goal at, I think it ended up being like a 50-plus yarder here. That's not great. And when this play happened, I was kind of thinking, should we possibly go for it? But I understand not going for it. That's kind of dumb because if you don't get it, you absolutely lose the game, and we're only down 1 point. So I got that, but it's just something didn't feel right prior to the field goal. And apparently what happened was, well, let's go ahead and let's just look at the field goal first.
Kevin Byard, who has been just remarkable in this game. Jacob Bobenmeyer, the snapper. AJ Cole, the holder. The kick is blocked. Unbelievable. First blocked field goal for the Chicago Bears since week 2 of the 2023 season, and the reaction from Ben Johnson.
So apparently what happened was there was a short interview that came out with the guy that blocked the kick, and apparently what had been happening was that throughout the week their coach had said that there was a tell by Bobenmeyer, which is the long snapper, and he had been saying that he'd been getting good jumps on the ball on every field goal attempt prior to that. So he felt confident that he was going to go after this ball, and that's exactly what he did. He went after it, and he got it. I was trying to look to see if I could see what the tell was as well. I watched Bobenmeyer on every previous field goal, and I couldn't tell what it is. Obviously, the angle is not the best for our view, but I couldn't really tell what it is. But that's great scouting by their special teams, and that's something that our special teams or our guys should have caught on to, especially if, this was something that he continued to do or he's done in the past. That's something that our guys need to pick up on. What an absolute gut punch this game was, because the Raiders nearly put it all together to be the team that I think we all expected to see this season. Besides Geno's picks, this is the exact kind of team that we wanted to see. Stout defensively, a good rushing team, And we obviously didn't see the third part, which was putting together a passing game. But I think that we're starting to figure each other out as a team. So hopefully, as long as those turnovers stay to a minimum, this team has the potential to have a really good rest of the season. I just really want to see it put it all together, because we have not yet seen it. It's still early in the season. It's only week 4. But like I said earlier, if they don't start to put it together really quickly, this season could go downhill very fast. We get the Indianapolis Colts coming up, and they've been a good team so far. So I want to continue to see a stout defense. Again, I think this is a team that we should beat on paper. It's really been running through Jonathan Taylor. So I really want to see Max have another big game. He is a great all-around defender. He's huge in defending the run. So that's going to be a handful for our front defensively. And then again, offensively, let's continue to see Ashton Jeanty get the ball. Let's continue to give him different ways of getting the ball, getting the opportunity to make the first guy miss, do something out in space. That's really what Ashton Jeanty does well, is making people miss. Let's continue to give him outside pitches or, screens, and that's exactly what I want to see. Again, he had his best game of his career so far. Let's continue to build on it. Let's keep the interceptions at the minimum, turnovers at a minimum, and put it all together. Defense, offense, special teams. Let's finally play a complete game. That's all I want to see. But make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Thank you, Raider Nation. Obviously, I'm going to have my Wednesday show. Make sure to pop in on that. That goes on at 7 p.m. Pacific time every Wednesday. That's the Raider Connection. That's me, Leo, Jay, and Jeff. So make sure to pop in on that. And then every Thursday is going to be me and Jeff. That's going to be at 6 p.m. So make sure to not miss that. Make sure to like, subscribe, put the bell notifications. Thank you, Raider Nation. Just win, baby.